Okay, so one thing I do want to mention real quick, since we didn't really touch on it very much, is that this game isn't perfect. I mean, specifically the fault that was. Oh, they don't tell me. Peckless Ruins, Cliffs of Aqueous Ruins.
Oh, wait, Ross, you're searching for the barrels already.
Yes.
Does that mean you've already come across Divine Punishment?
Yes.
Okay, well, Ross, I'm sorry you have, especially since I was not there to witness it with you, but that is the reason why this is the best quest for me.
Oh, wow. I don't think I got that far. That's what it looks like. Looks like that I was still in this area. I just kind of got out to go back and do stuff. So I don't think I actually got to the barrel thing yet. Huh.
Are you sure? Because I'm seeing the quest says that you're looking for barrels, allegedly with her gold.
Yes, search for barrels in Balcor's ruins.
By that, I mean, by that logic, you must have already fumbled upon the divine.
I got the other. Yes, I did. I got the other three. So I guess I haven't gotten far enough to get this particular barrel yet. I'm afraid that.
No. There was no barrel in the world tree. It's in the cliffs of Moritha, Ross. The cliffs of Moritha, not the land of Moritha.
Oh my god, it's a different place.
Ross.
They have the same name!
You disappoint me.
Long journeys.
Meh.
Mama.
Okay, it's probably down here.
No. Oh wait, I think it is.
What have we here?
What's gonna try to kill me ineffectively? Oh, hi guys.
Oh,
okay.
Look, you found one of the lost Nopon siblings that I have yet to understand what the point of finding them is at all. But yes, they are scattered everywhere, and you're supposed to have them regroup at Argentum.
Okay, let's say. Oh, there it is.
Treasure acquired.
Okay.
Nopon to Poppy. I'm an expert on all things Nopon. Optic nerve
Poppy power.
Very well. Yes.
Poppy power.
But yes, as I said, the one and only reason why Sheba's quest is my favorite is because of that one amazing moment of pure nonchalant tea-drinking badassery.
Yes.
It was pretty good. You know what? You can show that to the audience by playing the event theater in the main menu.
Let me finish off the quest first, and then, yes, I
Well,
think that's what we will leave with.
Actually, you should play that first, because that scene gets a rerun by the end of it.
Okay, how do I get to the event theater from here?
Well, first of all, save the game.
So I can't do it from here. I have to actually go to the main menu.
Yes, you have to do that, the old song and dance. But trust me, folks and potential viewers, this is it. This is the most... this is the
Brand
most
new story content. Entirely new story content is planned. Okay. Did they actually release it?
Okay, I have purchased the DLC. Apparently, the idea is that you purchase the DLC now, you get what's currently available, and you will get whatever comes in availability once it's ready to be distributed.
Okay, so new story content is supposed to be in autumn.
Yes, but you buy the whole package, and everything else comes to you when it's ready, and as an auto download. Yes.
Yes, I'm aware. How do I get to the main menu? I guess I have to...
Just exit the game in the... Yes, like that. Just exit the game in that fashion.
Yes, okay.
And then restart the game, and we have to do this. But trust me, people, this is worth it. This is so worth it.
This is my believing fairy face.
It's unbelievable how worth it is. It's so good. I love it so much.
But what I was trying to say before was that this game definitely has a very rough start to it.
I would argue that yes, the first 5 hours or so are not the best, are a bit slow, but if you compare that to any given Persona game...
Well, okay, Persona 5 also has an extremely slow starting, I freely admit that. But what I meant was, not only was it a slow starter story-wise, but it was also a very slow starter, it was actually very, how do I put it, incredibly unforgiving during the chapter 2. God, chapter 2 nearly made me want to stop playing this game.
I think you must have been doing something wrong. But the only reason it was so hard is because you insisted in playing the game with one character. Instead of, you know, taking care of the important things and then having at least 2 characters.
Yes, well, I cleared out all the side quests with just Rex.
That was dumb. That was really dumb and unnecessary, Ross.
And also in that area, I just kept getting punked by all of the high-level monsters that were just outside of these quest zones, too.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. It will be extremely, extremely satisfying once you get to the point in which you can just uppercut a T-Rex so hard.
I did.
Yes, it is great. It is a great feeling, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't want it to be weakened, though. I want to get to the point that I can uppercut that T-Rex legit.
Oh, at level 90. You'll get there in no time if you keep doing quests and side quests and merc missions and what have you.
Basically all the stuff that I'm doing obsessively, yes.
Exactly, like every good Xenoblade Chronicles 2 player.
Basically, if you're at the level of the enemies in your area, you're doing something wrong. But the other thing that I wanted to say was that there are just certain points that this game is just poorly designed, in just enemy placement and everything.
Yes, I have something to say about the stronger enemies too, and I have both pros and cons. But for now, let's enjoy this moment.
That's hilarious.
Ha 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 ha! That's hilarious! Stupid woman bought entire island! Excuse me? How dare you? Peasants! You ruffians! I just love the gal of these tiny fluffy creatures thinking they're so hot. Oh yeah, and what you gonna do about it, huh? Rock music plays. And there it is!
Just punt him. Just punt.
We also have a replay for that. And nonchalantly goes back into the bathtub. And drinks tea like a boss. This is the greatest moment in video game history. Well, at least in this game, this is it for me. Okay.
So was it worth the 1.5 mil that you had to plop down to get her going?
Oh yes, absolutely. All of it. Even though it was spent buying a foolish piece of inhabitable isle in the middle of the Cloud Ocean to have her own stupid, misguided, all-women harem for tea parties. You know what? I mean, let's face it, she's a borderline child molester.
Basically.
That's not good. But even so, this one moment in her quest makes it oh so worth it, and that is why this is my favorite #1 ranked Blades side quest in the official side quest ranking that you can read on my Twitter.
Okay, the thing that I get though is, while it's an amusing quest, from a gameplay standpoint, it really kinda is poorly designed. Okay, so you have to get to the back end of her chart to even get this quest. Like, yes. You have to, like, have almost maxed her completely out to even get a chance at this.
That's actually for most of the blades, unfortunately.
Okay.
There are some of the blades that are much more easy to get to their quests. For example, to get to Dahlia's quest, that's basically a requirement to unlock level 2 of the trust chart. So it's immediately available, almost immediately. And most of the quests, though, most of the blades, I should say, they only have their quests available once they reach the 5th level of the freaking chart.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but you didn't let me finish. So why it's poorly designed is by the time that essentially you get your money back for everything that you poured into her, money has no meaning to you anymore.
That's a good thing, because one specific moment in the quest has you giving out 10,000 golds.
Yes.
I mean, that's not really...
I think that's just terrible design right there.
It's not especially brilliant design, but then again...
I mean, if it was like something that happened shortly after you put down grinded up all of that money from her, it would at least be like, okay, the developers were kind of like, okay, we understand that you put a lot of work into this, so here, you can kind of have it back, it's not that big a deal, you know? But in this case, it's just like, oh, yeah, you can get it back, but, you know, basically like 30 to 40 hours later.
Okay, well, I mean, giving out money was the requirement for you to get the benefits off of this one blade, which fits with her character.
Yes.
There was no closure or lawyer-approved legality that would involve you getting your money back at any point. So I don't know why you should expect that.
I didn't expect it, but I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well have done it like much closer to that, if that makes sense.
Not entirely. Listen, every quest, every moment of this game has that one little nitpick waiting to happen. Like, for example, I cannot find this object because the map is not very good at pointing me where to go. Or maybe I have to go to this one location in the main quest, but along the way there are level 90 monsters that I have to avoid.
Yeah, I noticed that section. I was just like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Okay, yes, I have a problem with that. I understand, and I, yes, even enjoy the idea that the world is full of these powerful monsters that are just there for you to remind you, to be a constant reminder of how weak and insignificant you are and how large and threatening the world is, and you will get there at some point working hard, and that's good for world-building reasons. But from a practical standpoint, it's not very nice to have a, say, level 81 giant gorilla randomly attack you because you happen to look slightly towards his general direction.
Oh, that gorilla killed me so many times.
I know. He's just in a very inconvenient position in the map, basically traversing half of the entire right side of Gormott.
Okay, so, but the other points that are just a problem. Okay, so in 2 separate points in this game that I counted, they actually place a notorious monster in your way when you're going through a story, going to try to progress the story on narrow platforms, and give this monster an ability to blow you off of these narrow platforms.
Yes, that's not very nice.
That's not nice at all. So,
No.
for those that haven't been following the game, the death penalty is as slap on the wrist as it can possibly get. You just have to go back to the last, bloody,
You still keep all of your experience points and even unlock new powers.
Exactly.
Even if you die, so
Yes.
it's not.
So I mean,
that
it's
bad,
as slap on the
thankfully.
wrist as death gets, but it's still just like, it's really unfair, just some of these situations that the game makes. Or my personal favorite at the beginning of this particular chapter, when they're like, remember that party that you've been relying on? Yeah, they're gone. Here, have this loser with no, that's a DPS as well. Good luck, shithead.
Well, you know, in fairness, you don't have to fight everything. that
No,
comes
you
your
don't
way.
have to fight everything through there. That's true. But everything in there is aggressive.
Well, only if you are of a certain level
Yes,
compared to everything else.
Correct. And I was on the very tip of that aggressive range. So unfortunately, I had to fight everything, which was not fun. Because these monsters also have the ability to blow you back, and you're constantly fighting in narrow corridors, or narrow areas that you can fall off of. It's just not good.
I'll
And
be
another thing
honest
that
with you.
really annoys me is when you're salvaging, and you bring up a monster that has the blowback ability, and that monster knocks you off the goddamn cliff. All of your rewards
yes.
just gone. Just
Yes.
gone!
Yes, I've had that exact crisis when I when I fished out such a monster in a pier in Morardain. That's when it happened. I have to place myself in a position where if I get blown back, I don't fall in either of the three sides in which I could fall off.
Yeah, it's just...
My suggestion, Ross, you should you should invest in anti-blowdown items.
Yeah. I mean, but it's just those instances like that this game just shows its lack of polish at times.
Indeed. But you
So-
know what?
So it's
you know
an
what?
incredibly enjoyable game with fantastic characters, a rewarding grind, which is something that's very difficult to do. Make a game as grindy as this without feeling grindy, if that makes sense. It's
Yes.
because all of it is optional. Basically, they're like, here's the main story. You can go on at any time, but you can also leave the main story at basically any point and do whatever you want. And that's what's nice about it. They give like, here's some side quests that you can do, here's some mercenary missions, or you could just go explore, do whatever you want to do. It's just
It's the Skyrim approach to
yes, it's
questing.
it's really considerate. And of course, if you've played as many RPGs and JRPGs as I've done, some JRPGs, for example, will expect that you do every side quest in order to be appropriately leveled for main quest stuff. So after you've played a few of those, you just instinctively like, okay, I'm just going to clear out every quest I get.
Right. Not only merc missions to get experience points or side quests, you also get expandable experience points by discovering new places.
Mm-hmm.
And so this game encourages you in exploring as much as you can. Are you doing the side merc mission related to Sheba's quest?
Yeah, I have to send her on it.
Yes. Indeed.
Let us rake in the assets.
Ah,
Okay, understood.
by the way, I'm glad that you have unlocked the Gothic She's gothic, you know. The
Yes,
gothic Lolita vampire queen.
Yes, I have not
hates-
really used her, but I have her.
Oh, she hates all the preps. Let me tell you.
Does she cry tears of blood?
I won't let you down.
No, but she's actually surprisingly cool and mature.
Did the tears
She
flow
doesn't
down
need to
her
cry tears
feces?
of blood. She has a drawn tear on her cheek.
I didn't know. But did they go down her feces?
I would not know about that, but she's a proud member of the Girl Power stable.
Expect your
They now
Yes,
have
yes,
enough
yes.
members to
Okay,
face
so-
Los Ingobernables to hop on.
Okay, so I have a big question, okay? So, Bloody
What's
Sheba...
the Girl Power stable? That's the question, right?
She has an ability what says you can recruit people into her entourage. Like, I've never found a single person to recruit into her entourage.
You need to wait to end this quest before you have the appropriate merc missions.
To add people into her entourage?
To have people added to her tea parties. God only knows what they're doing in those tea parties.
Oh, I assume it's raunchy as heck.
You'd think so, but there are children involved, so I would hope not.
Oh man. Well, we have to
Okay.
wait for this.
Let's do something else then. Let's do another quest
Well,
amongst.
I'm
many
without
we have.
without two of my more powerful blades, so I'd rather not go into anything that would involve combat at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So,
Have
guess
you
we could
opened up that
salvage.
door yet?
which door?
The one you just passed through in the hole of this boat?
Yeah, I've opened this one.
Oh, yes, that one.
There's a couple things I haven't opened, mainly because they're like, we need absurd Nopang wisdom. I was just like, okay, so that means I was...
Ross, you're in luck. Because Cassandra is equipped with Nopon wisdom.
Cassandra, who's that again?
The luckiest blade of them all. In fact,
Really?
you know what? Yes, you know what? I just had you unlock her, fishing her core out.
I know,
of
but
the
I'm looking at her abilities real quick. She really does have Nopang wisdom. Huh, I would not have thought of that.
Yes, okay, you know what? Let's spend the next half an hour leveling her up with
There's
pouch
plenty
items.
left to learn.
Okay. Do you know what she likes?
Look, it's actually very simple and far less complex than you might think, finding out what a blade likes, because once you find a category of foods or
Okay, well, she
goods
likes
that they
staple
like,
foods here, so let's give her staple foods.
actually, not just staple foods. Once you find a category of things that she enjoys, she will enjoy everything from that category. But staple foods, it's a bit trickier because there might be specific items in the staple foods category that they might enjoy compared to others.
Okay,
So
Zeke.
all you need to do is experiment, and then once you find what they like the most, you spam the heck out of the pouch item.
Okay,
and
let's
that
give
is
you
the-
a noodle. Let's see if you like noodles.
Who knew I'd be so lucky?
She does. Well, you know what to do next, Ross.
20 minutes, then more noodles down the throat.
No. You go back in and you feed her another staple food up until she explodes, and then another, and another, and
So
another.
like this?
Yes.
Who knew I'd be so
Yes, that's what I said. You spam that pouch item button. You make love. You make sweet, sweet love to that pouch item button. You do it over and over again. It's the most mind-numbing activity in the entire game. But dang it, it's the fastest way to level up any given blade.
Who knew I'd
I
be
am
so
not
lucky?
joking.
How do I know I've done enough? And it's only 10 per, right?
Be so lucky.
Well, after you've done a number of them, go back and check out the chart to see how the progress is going.
And you only get like 10 for each one, though, right? 10, faction or whatever. Or bond. It's bond or something. I forget what it's called.
Actually, it depends by the rarity of the item. The least rare gets you 10, but the highest might even give you up to 50. I checked.
She likes the tricolor bowl, which was a pain to make.
I think she likes all staple foods by now.
Yeah, but she gets... Some of them are love... Okay, she loves the noodle soup. Okay. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. That's because I'm not in the right category. Okay, so she loves all of them. Okay, do I have anything that's rarer that I have a lot of?
Give them
No.
everything you have. Just don't be picky. Just give them everything you have. Yes, this is a pro tip for any Xenoblade Chronicles 2 player. If you don't want to grind your blade in the traditional way, because it, you know, makes you waste too much time, this is the other way to do it, which is potentially finger breaking.
Hold on, let's... Oh god! No! We're not doing it that way!
What?
She needs over 1,000 to get to her next rank. No!
Oh, it's a good half an hour of bottom mashing, but...
No way! I'm not doing this on stream!
Well, you can do that off stream, but you have the option open. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, I'm going to try to do other, more entertaining things. No one wants to see me spam that for hours!
I mean, they've seen you wandering around completely lost in a labyrinth, so...
At least you have me shouting at the screen in frustration to kind of make that interesting.
You haven't really done much of anything this stream, come to think of it. You
we technically cleared out 2 quests.
Well, you completed one quest that you have already...
okay, so I have one that I'm just waiting on a Merc group to get back.
So let's do something else.
Minutes.
Oh, by the way...
Oh?
Have you found all the secret places?
All the secret places in where?
Well, let me tell you... Okay, so...
Mithra, are you okay there?
Huh?
Mithra, are you okay there?
She's staying alive, Ross, I guess.
She's just like, I jump and she's like, I got to go in the circle now.
So can you do me a favor and have Nia as the character you control? Because I'm sick and tired to see Rex's green suit of nightmares.
Well, I'm not good at controlling Nia.
Wow. How can you not be good at controlling Nia? She's the easiest one to control.
Because I've never done it so far.
Well,
I played the entire game as Rex.
Why would you do that when you have so much variety? Wouldn't you at least be curious?
Because I forgot how to switch characters after
Are you kidding me? It's the X button, Ross. In the menu. In the character menu. Oh my gosh, how bad could you possibly be at this?
Well, I thought Rex was just good on off.